Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see that's a joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase. Go to toppingtechnologies.com to learn more. Lastly, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you had Advance Auto Parts, well as shutting down about 700 locations. Now, this comes to us thanks to CNN Business, which somehow still in business, though they've had some layoffs due to their ratings crash. But nevertheless, I digress. Going to the website right here. Specifically, this is attributed to a contributor over there by the name of Jordan Valinsky. They say, quote, Advance Auto Parts is closing more than 700 locations. There you can see their iconic logo, which, personally, more of an AutoZone guy. I'm pretty sure Advance Auto Parts is headquartered in the state, or some might argue the country of California. I want to say AutoZone is in Tennessee. I have to Google that someday, or more accurately, Brave search it. But nevertheless, diving into the actual substance of the article, say, quote, Advanced Auto Parts is closing more than 700 locations to shore up the company's financing during another dismal earnings report. The car parts reseller, which has about 5,000 locations, said that the closures are part of its, quote, strategic plan to improve business performance, which is a very politically correct way of saying these stores are losing and causing us money. They're money pits. Or they're also set up right next to each other like GameStop, which is perhaps the best definition of market saturation. I'll never forget those GameStops within like 2 miles of each other, some within eye distance, which obviously you're cannibalizing sales at that point. Now, they say, quote, ooh, this is not good. Advanced Auto Parts shares slipped 5% in pre-market trading as it reported this missed expectations. The reduction resulted in closing of approximately 500 corporate-owned stores plus 200 independently operated locations. The company, fortunately for us, we don't know if it's going to be a location near you. They did not disclose a full list of locations set to close. Advanced Auto Parts also lowered its full-year outlook for the second quarter in a row, which, that's some of the worst things you can do publicly trading. Simply put, they're telling Wall Street, we thought we were going to make this. We're gonna shoot even lower. They did that last quarter, and now they're actually going to be even lower than that. So not good news for shareholders, and again, not financial advice. There's some people are going to sell the stock just because of that. They say, quote, the nearly century-old chain has been engaged in a turnaround plan in the past year as it tries to return to profitability and reverse sliding sales. It recently sold Worldpac, a automotive parts wholesaler, for $1.5 billion as part of its quote-unquote simplification of its business model, which, interestingly enough, so this is, even if you're not a gearhead, you probably drove past and see this. Advanced Auto Parts, as the name would entail, and you would guess, they sell a lot of auto parts. Now, if you want to increase your profit, you can actually make some of them as well, kind of like how some companies will make their own things. Even at Walmart, while they don't make their own, they have OEM where they basically put the label on it. That's just relabeling OEM. But I partially digress. Some companies will actually make their own things and, make a higher profit margin on that, which apparently they want to get out of that entirely, which I guess, $1.5 billion infusion in cash is a pretty good way to also bolster your finances short term. Now, they say major retailers have announced about 6,189 store closures this year thus far, already outpacing last year's total of 5,553. So they're saying in general, retailer are, they're struggling as well. Another issue with Advanced Auto Parts and AutoZone and pretty much O'Reilly's, or the whole industry, as you go more to EVs, you will need less components that need to be replaced. Now, places like Discount Tire, they should thrive because EVs go through tires like they're chewing gum. So the rate of actually replacing the tires is much higher frequency than a regular internal combustion engine vehicle. Now, that being said, you'll always need windshield wipers, but the more complex the car, there's going to be less components need to be replaced. And nowadays, I hate it, but a lot of these EVs, you can't really service most yourself. It's pretty much only the manufacturer that can work on it. And again, a lot of the parts they sell here are also replacement parts to help you fix your own vehicle. That's why I'm really skeptical about the whole industry category of these auto parts stores and how long will they be viable. Now, that being said, maybe the EV trend goes away in the United States. There's a lot of regulation and speculation right now about that. But definitely not good news for Advanced Auto Parts. And again, I'm not sure how they're going to turn this around. And truth be told, trying to remember last. I don't think I've walked inside one. I've never been there. I have gone to AutoZone before when I needed a component or two for my vehicle. But let me know in the comments, when's the last time you actually went, if ever, to an Advanced Auto Parts location? Do you think it's still competitive with all the other options you have out there? And do you think they'll be able to turn things around and have any more locations in the future? Let me know in the comments, because as always, it'll be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know I can make sure better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your enemies, heck, tell your coworkers, tell anyone, everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.